Hi everyone, this is Dr. K again with naturopathic doctor with True Vine Wellness. I am here talking about managing diabetes naturally. I was on for the past 4 minutes and I just realized again that I did not add my video. What's going on tonight? So this week I've been doing a series on managing diabetes naturally. And I today is day 4, and I'm going to be talking about glycemic index and foods that you can incorporate into your diet to basically help support your blood sugar levels. So glycemic index, you want to make sure your foods, especially as a diabetic, you want to make sure your foods have a low glycemic index, at least 55 and less. Not that you're going to be going looking and counting every one of them, but just the easiest way to know this is that mostly your vegetables and most of your fruits, some of your fruits have a low glycemic index. So glycemic index, what that means is basically a measurement of carbohydrates in the foods that we eat that measures how slow or how quick a food that we eat is metabolized, absorbed, and digested. So, of course, the lower the number of the glycemic index, the slower the digestion, the slower the absorption, the slower the metabolism of that food, which is what you want because you do not want your blood sugar spiking up. You do not want your insulin levels spiking up. So, it's really important that as a diabetic that you're eating something that's has a low glycemic index. So, some of those foods, like I said, are your dark leafy green vegetables like your spinach, your collard greens, your kale. These have a low glycemic index, and that's important. And hi, thank you for joining. I'm joining a little late today because I actually had something that came up and I had to join a little later than my usual time. But I will be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Okay, so the next thing that's important that has a low glycemic index for a diabetic is non-starchy vegetables, which is your asparagus, your broccoli, your cauliflower, mushrooms, peppers, and tomatoes. And not only that, these have a low glycemic index, but all these fruits, all these vegetables are very important and high in antioxidants. And your dark leafy green vegetables has your magnesium, your calcium. It has a lot of nutrients that your body and your cells need. So it's really important not only just to manage our blood sugar levels, but it's important that we consume these things on a daily basis to support our daily lives, right? Our cells need them, our bodies need them, our tissues, our arteries, they need these kind of foods. So it's important that we're eating these kind of foods on a daily basis. So other foods that a diabetic can have is oatmeal. Oatmeal is really good. It has a low glycemic index, it's high in fiber. You want to make sure you're having old-fashioned oats or steel-cut oats, but sometimes what makes oatmeal unhealthy is the amount of sugar that we're adding to it, the amount of sweeteners we're adding to it, right? Just to make it taste good. But you can add something called stevia, which is a plant-based, made from a leaf sweetener, has a very low glycemic index. It does not spike up your blood sugar. So you can do something like stevia to sweeten your oatmeal or your tea or anything else that you use to sweeten. You can also do something like monk fruit extract. And also, you don't have to add anything to your oatmeal. You can just add some fresh berries, some flax seeds, and a little bit of coconut oil just to mix it up, some cinnamon, some spice, some nutmeg, and just make it really delicious and enjoyable. So oatmeal is really good for someone with diabetes, and a lot of us like to eat oatmeal. It's easy, it's quick, for breakfast, or even for just like a meal. So oatmeal digests slowly, so which means it does not spike the blood sugar quickly. Another food that you can eat as a diabetic is barley. Barley is great. Fruits such like citrus, like oranges, tangerines, limes, lemons, of course. Apples are great. Make sure your apples are organic. Your berries are great. Berries has a low glycemic index. They're high in antioxidants. They do not spike up your blood sugar levels. As tiny as they are not that sweet. If you ever had berries, you realize they're not that sweet. They're a little bit more on the tart side. So they have a very low glycemic index. Cherries is also another good one that you can have. We're coming up to the summer season now, or if you're watching from the Caribbean, you may have always have cherries available. But cherries are really good for someone with diabetes. Another food that has low glycemic index, high in fiber, is beans and legumes. So those are like your chickpeas, your lentils, your split peas, your navy beans, red beans, butter beans. All these have low glycemic index, and you can cook with these. You can make soups with these. You can stir fry them. I personally love chickpeas, and my mom makes this great dish, and I sometimes make it myself with chickpeas with fresh turmeric and coconut milk. and we'll put sometimes some sweet pepper, some onions, and some garlic. It's delicious, and then we'll have it with some quinoa. It's great, and quinoa is high in protein, so that's something, again, as a diabetic you can have, even though we're not diabetic, but we like to eat these things because they're healthier than having white rice, right? White rice is not good to have, especially if you're diabetic, because it does shoot up your blood sugar levels. So if you're a person that likes rice, you can do something like quinoa, or you can do something like wild rice, because at least it would have some protein content to it. It has more nutritional value to it, and just have a small amount of of that. You can do sweet potatoes as well. So another food that you can incorporate as a diabetic that basically do not shoot up your blood sugar levels is plain yogurt. Plain yogurt is high in protein, low in sugar and carbs. A lot of the yogurts that we get in the stores tend to have like all the sugar and all the other stuff added to it. Really be careful, like, especially as a diabetic. You want to make sure you get a plain yogurt. You can actually get or make sure you get organic. Wallaby is a great brand. It's actually grass fed. It's made from cows. It's actually great. If you're a person, you're not swaying away from dairy, but just want to make sure it's clean, organic, Wallaby is a great brand. I personally like using So Delicious yogurts, which is made from coconut milk or almond milk. They'll have the plain vanilla or unsweetened. You can do something, and they can add that to smoothie, or you can just have it as a snack and add some flax seeds to there with some berries or chia seeds, and that could be a nice little snack. So for a diabetic, you want to make sure every meal that you're consuming has protein in it. Protein helps stabilize blood sugar levels. So now if you're going to bed now, you want to have a snack, maybe like an hour before bed, have a protein. Don't have chips, don't have cookies. Have something with protein in there. You can have a handful of nuts and seeds, right? You can have a little bit of yogurt, some berries. That would be okay. Based on what you're eating the night before you go to bed can affect your blood sugar tomorrow morning. So if you're waking up in the morning and you have a blood sugar spike, that could be what you ate from the night before. So you want to make sure you're eating at least a source of protein before you go to bed, but not heavy protein. Yogurt, some nuts, some seeds is fine. Another thing is seeds, like chia seeds, flax seeds, and pumpkin seeds are great. They contain a lot of protein as well and fiber, so you can actually blend those into a smoothie. You can add them to your oatmeal. You can add them to your yogurt. You can just eat them raw as a snack. And you want to make sure your seeds and your nuts are also raw. They're not roasted, because the roasting process actually makes it rancid, right? So then it doesn't have beneficial oils in them anymore. Okay. Sweet potatoes I mentioned you can consume. So again, you want to make sure, as a diabetic, normally you want to make sure your meals have a source of protein in them, right? And that's about it. And also, as a diabetic, you want to make sure that you're not drinking the sodas and drinking juices. The only kind of juice that you should be drinking is homemade. If you're making a smoothie with your own fruit, your vegetables, right? You don't want to be drinking these refined sugars like, Kool-Aids and sodas, and that will definitely spike up your blood sugar levels. So now, I'm not here to take off anyone off their medication. I do not take anyone off their medication. That is not my jurisdiction. But I do help incorporate and integrate lifestyle changes. So basically incorporating certain foods that you can eat, certain nutrients that you can help support your body. I mentioned some of them yesterday, the B12, CoQ10, because the medication that a diabetic takes deplete these nutrients from your body. And also, so it's really important that, as a diabetic, that you're eating the right foods, you're taking care of yourself, exercising. Tomorrow is the last night of this series, Managing Diabetes Naturally. I will be talking more about foods, but I'll be sticking more to the nutrient side of things. Basically discussing herbs and things that you can, have at home that you can make into a tea, or you can take, has extracts to help support your blood sugar levels. Again, these are not to replace your medication, right? So also, it's important that if you do have any kind of allergies, it's important that you let your doctor know, your primary care physician know, before you go ahead and take in any kind of herbs or any nutritional supplements. If you like to book an appointment with me, you can go to TrueViWellness.com, or if you have a question, you can email me at info@TrueViWellness.com or TrueViWellness@gmail.com if you have any questions. I have reduced my rates for the month of May. May is my birthday month, and also, so I just want to celebrate that and supported this month in the month of May. And I think that will be it for tonight. So join me tomorrow. I will be back at 8 p.m. sharp. I'm sorry for those who I've disappointed who came on at 8 and did not see me. Something came up and I had to take care of it. So I greatly apologize about that. But I will be back tomorrow, Friday, for the last night of the series at 8 p.m. Discussing other things that can be supportive to manage blood sugars naturally. All right. If you're watching this on a replay, please type hashtag replay. Let me know that you're watching this. Please share this video with your family, friends, loved ones that you know that have blood sugar issues, have diabetes, that can, this information can be useful to them, because I do get a lot of clients who, especially with diabetic or even just want to eat healthy in general, they're like, Dr. McDermott, what do I eat? Dr. K, what do I eat? There's so much food that's around us. When you think of the rainbow, think about those are the kind of foods you should be eating. Foods of color, right? Your reds, your purples, your greens, your yellows, right? To consume those kind of, of course, with diabetes there's certain restrictions with certain foods, right? So that's where I come in. If you need help with a diet plan, what to eat, I can create that for you. If you need just kind of some coaching, some support of a healthier lifestyle, just need some coaching and making sure that you're sticking to what you need to stick to your lifestyle changes, that's one of the reasons why I'm here as well. So if you need to book an appointment or a consultation, you can definitely go to truevowellness.com, or you can inbox me here at True Vow Wellness on Facebook. And please go on my Instagram page, follow my page Instagram at True Vow Wellness, also Facebook here, True Vow Wellness, and share. All right, thank you guys. Have a great night. Be blessed. Take care. Bye-bye. Again, this is Dr. K with True Vow Wellness. Have a good night.